Hey there, and welcome back to the channel where we make content creation feel like less of a chore. Have you ever stared at a 2-hour interview or a pile of raw footage and just thought, I really need snackable clips from this like yesterday? But then the sheer idea of scrubbing through hours of footage makes you want to crawl under your desk and give up. Yeah, I've been there too, but today I want to show you a genuine way to turn those long videos into ready-to-post short clips without losing your sanity. No, this isn't some weird voodoo magic. It is Vizard, an AI tool that actually does the heavy lifting for creators. So here is a quick story for you. I used to spend my entire afternoons hunting for that one 30-second moment that was actually worth posting. I would mark timestamps, export, re-edit, add captions, and then try to schedule everything manually across every platform. By the time I was finally done, the trend was stale and I was completely exhausted. If that sounds familiar, stick around because this is going to save you so much time. First things first, what exactly is Vizard? Think of it as your own personal video intern that never sleeps. You feed it long-form footage and it finds the high-energy moments, the funniest exchanges, the emotional beats, or whatever style of clips you want. It auto-edits them into short, shareable videos automatically. It even schedules them for you based on a posting cadence you set. You get a content calendar where you can tweak, reschedule, or bulk publish directly to your socials. It is like handing over the tedious parts of your workflow while keeping all the creative control. Alright, let's walk through exactly how I use it. Open up Vizard and upload a long video. It could be a podcast, a tutorial, or a recorded live stream. The interface is refreshingly simple. On the left, you drop your source videos, and on the right, you get a panel where the AI suggests clips. You can choose the clip style like punchy highlights, educational snippets, funny moment reels, or even repurpose quotes for captions. Just select the criteria you need and hit generate. Here is the thing. Vizard doesn't just randomly chop your footage. It analyzes engagement signals like volume spikes, laughter, topic changes, and the energy in the voice to score which segments are likely to perform. So when you click generate, it returns a batch of clips already trimmed with suggested captions and crop options tailored for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. One of my absolute favorite parts is the batch processing feature. If you have an entire season of content, say 5 episodes, you can drop them all in, set your clip parameters, and let Vizard work through them. It is especially useful if you are doing content repurposing at scale. I ran 5 episodes through it once, and while it took some time to process, the clips it produced saved me days of manual editing. Instead of cutting by hand, I spent my time choosing the best thumbnails and adding a personal flair to the edits. Now, I want to be real with you about other tools out there. Sure, you can do this manually in professional software and you'll have complete control, but it is slow and expensive if you are trying to scale. Then there are simpler tools that are fine for one-off edits but struggle with smart batching and scheduling. Some AI editors focus on transcription-first workflows, but they often miss the context, so you get awkward cuts or captions that do not match the vibe. Vizard's sweet spot is the combination. It is smart about what makes a clip engaging, and it saves you the scheduling headache entirely. Compared to more expensive enterprise platforms, Vizard is way more accessible in price and much faster to set up. Compared to cheap all-in-one apps, it actually understands context and cadence, so clips feel human-made, not robotic. Back to the demo. Once Vizard generates the clips, you get a review screen. Here you can scrub through each suggested clip, tweak the start and end points, adjust the crop, or change the auto-generated caption. If you want, you can also add a quick intro or outro to the clip. I rarely need to do that because the AI nails the core edit most of the time, but having those micro controls is definitely clutch. Another part people sleep on is the auto schedule feature. Pick your posting frequency, like 3 posts a week, and Vizard will create a posting plan from your clip library. You don't have to worry about when to post. Set it once, and it staggers the clips intelligently so your channel stays active without you babysitting. And if the algorithm or your analytics show certain days perform better, you can tweak the schedule with one click. And then there is the content calendar, which is a total game changer if you are running multiple channels or managing a team. Vizard lays out your upcoming posts in a clear calendar view, what's scheduled, what's pending, and what's already live. You can drag and drop clips to rearrange dates, add notes for captions, or assign specific clips to your teammates. It is basically a production planner and a scheduler rolled into one. I want to give you a practical example of how this works. I once took a 90-minute episode from a guest interview and dropped it into Vizard. I set it to find viral clips and requested 10 different thumbnail options. In about 20 minutes, the AI returned 12 ready-to-post clips, 3 highlights, 5 quick quotes, and a couple of explainers. I reviewed them, adjusted the captions a tad, and scheduled them for posting over the next 2 weeks. The whole process took me less than an hour, which would have taken me a couple of days if I had edited it all by hand. As with any tool, it is not absolutely flawless. Sometimes the AI will pick a clip that needs a little more context, or it might chop right before a laugh. Nothing catastrophic, but that is exactly why the review step is important. Also, if you have very niche pacing, like intentionally long, slow scenes, you may need to guide Vizard so it doesn't try to make everything punchy. But that is honestly true for most auto editors you will find. Pricing and accessibility are definitely worth mentioning. Some premium editing suites charge crazy monthly fees, or force you into complex enterprise contracts. Vizard's approach is very creator-friendly with tiered plans that let you scale as you grow. And compared to hiring a full-time editor, it is a total no-brainer even for small teams. One more subtle advantage is consistency. If you want a brand voice across all clips, like the same intro stinger or caption style, Vizard can apply templates. That means your feed looks cohesive even if you are producing content in large batches. For creators building a brand, that visual consistency does a ton of heavy lifting. Alright, final housekeeping. Once you have got your clips and schedule set, you can export them or publish directly. Vizard supports posting to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and other platforms, and it formats the clips perfectly for them. If you prefer to download and upload manually, that is an option too. I usually publish directly because it is one less thing to forget. So what is the main takeaway? If you are producing long-form content and want to scale your short-form presence without burning out, Vizard is one of the easiest ways to do it. It finds the good bits, stitches them into polished clips, helps you schedule, and gives you a calendar to keep everything organized. Compared to manual editing or other single-feature apps, it cuts down the time investment dramatically while keeping the output human and engaging. If you are skeptical, just try a batch on a couple episodes and see how much time you save. You will probably find the same thing I did: more time to create original stuff, and less time doing the boring grunt work. And if you already use other tools, think of Vizard as the layer that helps scale your workflow rather than replacing your whole stack. It complements transcription tools and heavy editors by simply handling the repurposing pipeline for you. Alright, that is how I turn long videos into a steady stream of short post-ready clips without losing my mind. If you liked this walkthrough and want more tips on workflows, content calendars, or making your feed more viral, hit subscribe or drop a comment below. I will share templates and a few pro tips next time, so have a great one and happy clipping.